The best piece of advice that will make you the most money is stay inside your circle of competence. The circle of competence is my favorite mental model because it means no matter how dumb I am, I can still succeed. So let's take a look at what it is, why it's so valuable, and why most people never get it right. It's originally been attributed back to Warren Buffett or even Andrew Carnegie when he said, "My advice to young men would be not only to concentrate their whole time and attention on the one business in life in which they engage, but to put every dollar of their capital into it." But I'd put it way further back, to the story of Socrates and the Oracle of Delphi. When the Oracle said that Socrates was the wisest man in Athens, he reacted not with pride, but by saying, "Nah, that sounds fake." So he tried to prove the Oracle wrong by finding people he knew with the most LinkedIn certifications and asked them the question, what is truly worthwhile in life? Anyone that could tell him that was definitely way wiser than him. Each time, Socrates was able to quickly rule them out. As they spoke, he realized that they had all convinced themselves that they knew things they didn't. After asking enough people, he began to change his mind and agree with the Oracle that he was in fact the wisest, because he knew that he knew almost nothing, but they all thought they did. When it comes to choosing investments, we're constantly faced with a lot of different opportunities. We have to narrow them down to a few good options so that we can concentrate the resources we have for maximum effect. And the same way people used to pan for Bitcoin, if we apply a series of filters to our options, then we'll end up with a small collection of choices to look closer at. But this can be really time consuming, and knowing your circle of competence is the largest filter out there, because none of us can be competent at a lot of different things. Seeing the edge of this circle actually lets us benefit from knowing less, because the smaller our circle, the more options get filtered out right away. Now you just have to choose from this small group, which requires you to understand each option in more depth. The practice of knowing your circle of competence pays off here too. It can allow you to know which subsections of an opportunity you can actually evaluate, as well as recognize when other people, such as the leaders of a company, have stepped outside of theirs. But most people, not you of course, you're very smart, but most people are never able to use their circle very well. The biggest mistake is confusing our circle of competence with our circle of knowledge. It's difficult to be competent at something without knowledge, though some people manage to do it. Knowledge can be gained in an instant, but competence takes time. This mistake is usually made when an opportunity comes up that's definitely outside your circle. You try to learn as much as you can before the opportunity is gone and think you've expanded your competence when you really haven't. The whole point of using your circle is that it can't grow that fast, which means neither can other people's, no matter how much their friends endorse their skills. So if you want to grow your circle, it's better to just follow your curiosity and limit yourself to taking advantage of opportunities that start off inside the circle you have at the time. This takes practice. Your brain doesn't like to be mean to itself, so it can be really uncomfortable to admit just how little we actually know about something, which is the second mistake we make. We often think our circle is larger than it actually is, which can get us into real trouble because we can think we're inside the circle when we're not.